Hello, I'm a student from ICT University working on PC hardware project. So here we are to assemble our PC. Then we place the DVD in its correct position, ensure it is well placed, take the motherboard and place it also in the case, and then you take the processor, carefully place it in its position, avoiding the pins to be bent. Now you take the RAM ensure it is well placed in its correct slots. Then you take the heatsink, place the heatsink on top of the processor. That will help to cool down the processor when it is functioning. Then you place the fans in their correct position close to the heatsinks. Then you connect them to the motherboard and ensure it is well plugged in the motherboard. Then you take the hard disk drive, which is the storage device, and then connect the SATA cable on its SATA port. Then that's all for assembling a PC. As you can see in the video, we're trying to set up the peripherals. We are trying to connect our keyboard and mouse to our computer and configure it. Now, there are some issues which may affect peripherals, and I'll show you different methods to troubleshoot them. Some issues which may affect your peripherals are the lack of drivers. You can connect your computer, your components to your computer, but due to lack of drivers, the computer doesn't detect it. So you have to go and update it, or go and take it from a specific website where you can get the drivers. So that is one of the problems that may affect your drivers. There may be a problem in the connection, so ensure it is well plugged in your computer so that it can be detected properly by the computer. As you can see, we are showing the different drivers which are already existing. Now we go on troubleshooting hardware issues. Here, this computer is actually having no problem with the screen, but in case the screen had a problem, it's advisable to go and buy another screen instead of changing the screen, because it may instead of repairing the screen, because it may continue with that same problem. So it's better to change the screen. As you can see, the screen is on, it's actually on, so there is no problem with the screen. At this level, we check the cables. As we can see, the cables has no cuts. If the cables had cuts, we could also go and buy or repair the cable. Now, as we saw, the CPU was on. That implies there is no problem with the connection, with the power supply connection. So the problem is surely in the internal components. So we verify everything is well connected. So here it is advised to verify all the connections and ensure every component is well placed in their correct position to avoid any problem in the booting of your computer. So here we discovered that the RAM was not well placed in its slot. So we insert properly the RAM and ensure all the components are well inserted in their various positions. You can see the SATA cables are well connected, the hard disk drive. Then we can close the CPU and on the computer. As you can see, the computer will get on and will start the booting process. This shows that we have solved the problem. Thank you for listening. In this section, we are working on making a network for a small office using Cisco Packet Tracer. We place the various components and connect them. There are two types of connections in this video. There is the wired and the wireless connections. Here the wireless connections usually uses radio waves to connect to the various components. Like you can see the modem or the wireless router connected to the phones and the rest. While the switch, which has RJ45 ports, were connected to the various components of this network, which are the computers, the printers, and also the router, which shares the network to the switch, and the switch shares the network through the cables to all the other components of this network. As you can see, we change the RJ45 port with a wireless detectable part. In this video, we are trying to upgrade our RAMs. Here we see there is only one RAM in this PC. So our main objective is to increase the number of RAMs by placing another RAM in another slot of the PC. Adding a RAM in this PC improves the performance of the PC by increasing the capacity, the storage capacity of the PC. We all know the RAM is a volatile memory, so increasing the RAM will increase the memory and will permit us to play very strong games which require much space, and to also use our computer efficiently by promoting multitasking in our computer. As you can see, we connected and replaced the components as they were. In this video, we will use a virtual machine in order to upload or use an operating system of our choice. Here we open the virtual box and we present the file, the ISO file, to our virtual machine. To update or add or install an operating system into your computer, the requirements are very simple. You go to any of the enterprises like Microsoft or Linux. You can download the ISO file, that is the operating system, and then you place it, you install it in your computer. There are actually various types of operating system, different types of operating system. There is the most popular Windows, there is Linux, there is Ubuntu. Most of them have the same way of setting their configurations. Like Windows, most of them ask you for your country, your name, even password for security. From what I've noticed, Linux is the one who asks the more information about security. So like you can see, Windows is actually very user friendly compared to Linux, which is less user friendly than Linux is actually used for computer scientists, especially for those doing cyber security, since it contains very important instruments used in hacking and all the rest. So here we are downloading or installing and upgrading our Windows. This discussing about the installation of Windows. Some files you downloaded from Microsoft ask you more information compared to other files. Like my file did not ask me username, user password, which are usually configured after the installation of the operating system. Compared to Linux asks all those informations and has an improved security, as we can notice. So the operating system is downloading. As you can see, it takes a lot of time. Actually, before we reach at this part of the video, we were asked to partition our space and partition our processor, that is sharing the space and the processor with the virtual machine which contains the operating system.